Today we're turning something very simple, a yogurt box, into layered junk journal tags for the Chosen Pieces journal. I love projects like this because they remind me that beautiful things do not have to start with expensive supplies. Sometimes the best pieces come from scraps, packaging, lace, and little leftovers we almost throw away. For these tags, I used bits of paper, fabric, and ephemera to create soft layered textures that feel worn, collected, and loved. They're perfect for tucking into pockets, decorating pages, or adding a little extra story to your journal. So grab your scraps, settle in, and let's create something beautiful together. I thought I would just show you how I'm doing this. I'm basically, like right here, I'll cut that as close as I can. And then the next line. So what I noticed is this is not perfectly straight. So I am actually, those brown marks, I'm matching those up instead of going across the top. Okay. So I can cut this or I can leave it this size. Same here. I'm thinking this would make a cute little journal or something, some little flip or something. This piece, depending on what we used, let me see, we could put like a little bitty something right there in that hole and cover up the rest of it, like a little mushroom right there. I don't know. So I'm leaving the holes there. I didn't cut it off yet. Then these pieces, this one I want to save, but the other two, let me see. So really I could keep all of this, even this piece, and just throw that away. Okay, so I'm thinking we got journaling cards right here from this one box. I was talking about little books or something there, so we'll put those there. And I did have 3 boxes, so let's kind of sort this out so I got an idea of what I got. These are these size. I just cut them in half to make smaller books or tucks or something. So this is what we have from all of that. I want to do these, maybe that one. I don't know if I want these right now. These will make great belly bands. So we might work on those in another video. Right now we're going to work on these. So if I made these into tags, I was thinking about so I do see my bag has some stains on it. I don't know if I want to use that area right there, but what I'm going to do is just trim it off. And over here, what I can do is, I want one side to be writable. That's what I'm going to use this for. The glue on the back. Let's see. Hold that one for a minute. And I guess it doesn't really matter which one you put front and back, because I'm going to cover up both of them for my tags. Let's see. And these are going to be smaller tags. Actually, this one little piece will fit almost perfectly. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with those. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just try to tear them out. They're still wet, so they're not tearing as well as I would like. That one did pretty good. Try this one this way. Oh, much better. So looks like I can do this while they're still a little bit wet, holding that piece that I want to take off. You know, pieces like this I may just wrap around to the back. You know, let's do that. That way we're not sitting here just fighting all this, because we're going to cover up the back too, so we can just wrap it around. I don't want that much on the back, but I can do this. Actually, I could have put all that on the back, couldn't I? You know what? Let's just go ahead and put this piece on there. Since it's here, it'll just be like a underlayer. Now didn't do that yet, but we're going to do that after we get done. Same thing over here. I'm just going to pull this to the front. There's sense in wasting paper, especially when it will just make your project a little bit stronger. And then you're not sitting here cutting all these little pieces off. So from one paper bag and 3 boxes, we could get quite a few tags out of this. And I'm not worried about the sides, because depending on the size of my paper that I put on it to do the collaging, they may wrap around to the back. I don't know yet. But you could cut these off. I see any scissors. If you wanted to, you could do like this. I already did that side, didn't I? Okay. Those over there. We got, you need to work on. So right now we're just going to say the back side's going to be the writing side. So right now I want to cover that up. So here are some of my chosen pieces. Okay. So I found some scraps. And I'm just tearing off that white layer. I probably could save a little bit more. I really could. I mean, look. I should have got a little closer to that. But so what I want to do is look at these. See what I have, which I have some of these cool little strips that were in my stuff. I have some things like this. They're actually long enough to completely cover these. Let's see if we can't completely cover it. And you know, now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking maybe I should have went the other way and put my writing on after I do this. So right now what I'm trying to do is just get this to fold over so it looks nice. And so I have something to kind of look at to trim the corners, get rid of some of this bulk. So right there. I don't need all this extra right there. And these little tags, I was thinking bigger tags when I first thought about this. They actually put that in and that one in. So this is kind of like I do the book covers, just folding them over and then pulling this around. And to be honest, I could have not covered those on the back. I think now that I'm looking at this, that's how you learn the different things you can do. I mean, I have a little place right there that needs covering, so if it was a bigger sheet, I could have done that. But I have, look at that. That fits it perfectly for a writing page. This is just all from my scrap stuff that I got over here. Let me see how this will go on there. You know, I don't need a lot. And you can leave it like that, kind of hanging off if you want. I think I'm going to leave mine just because it's old. And so right now we're just doing like a base or something. Or do I want that coming around this side? It seems to be bugging me, so I'm going to pull it off. Just kind of tear it down the side right there. Oh. Yeah, I like that better. And then it looks old too, time you do that. So there's one. I think I am going to hold these two, and we will use this here for the back writing because they look pretty good. And we'll just figure out what we're going to do on the fronts. So these, let's see, what did I got over here? That would look cool. Look at that. So what you could do, if you don't want to pull this around to the back, is you can glue it on and then cut it. Let's see. I'm going to trim it right here. I can already see at the bottom I need to add a little piece up under this corner right here. So I'm just going to take this and glue it on. And then push it down just a little bit. Okay. So these go with my Chosen Pieces journal really well. Let's see. Come on, come over this way more. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pull it to the back yet. This one looks like it could be just pulled to the back. And you just, when I do this, I just decide as I go along what I want to do. It does feel like it needs to go around because of the white that's showing. So let's see. Now right there, I definitely want to glue that down. Now you can leave it like this, and then you've got writing room in between the edges, which I think I'm going to do for this one. It kind of looks like vintage old piece of paper. We'll come back and fix the tops in a little bit. I'm just wanting to see what this looks like. So right there, it looks like I need another little piece because I moved it. Or do I? You know what? I'm going to leave that. Maybe we'll put something over it. So try not to worry about it too much. Then I still have this piece. I'm having a lot of fun going around finding stuff that is already here that would be in the trash. What kind of things do you make out of your paper trash and any kind of trash, actually? So I want the Nature's Secret to be about the bottom. I'm holding it up to a light over here. I think this one I do want to bring around just because it looks pretty. And I do have some more scrap paper. So yeah, I'm feeling like that first layer of paper may have been wasted. But then again, it depends on how you use it. We still got a couple more that we can do. And actually, this may be just the cleaner way to go. That's what I want to say. You see my tag is lopsided, which is okay. I'm not going to stress too much about that because it's supposed to be old. See my ragged, torn edges. Now what I could do, and I didn't, on this one, I think I'm going to leave this like that. Let me see. So I'm looking at that white hanging out right up here. I don't like it. I'll try and get it off. See all these things that can go wrong, and you just go back and work over it. Yeah. So this one, we're going to actually leave this like this, and this is going to be our writing area. It turned out good. Let me see. So this is the only one I got left that doesn't have anything on the back, or that has enough on the back already to do something. Hey, I'm thinking these. This would be cool. I'm get it open. So this was from a paper bag that I put in a journal. I just cut it off, and it was folded in half. So this was folded in half, and I just cut the bag so that each end would be open, and this is what I had left. And you can see it's not wanting to tear very nicely. I'm not going to put nothing right there right now because I want to put this on here. I want that on top. I kind of want this cut off at the bottom so it doesn't look so straight. Put that there. I got some of this. Let's see, this stuff is something else. I'll cut it right about here. So I can just stick it on here. I'm going to use this for right now. I'll probably have to go back to my fabric tack. Maybe this will work. I don't see my little bone folder thingy that I can do this with. Okay. I don't know if that's just too big because it's not working for my mind or what. What else do I have that's smaller? So I'm trying to figure out how to sort these pieces so I can find stuff. If you have any ideas, leave me a comment. I did make an ephemera book for my labels the other day. There's a video on it. I'll link it below. But my bigger pieces like this, I mean, I'm throwing them in a box. I'll put that there. And then I'm looking for a little flower or something that I don't see over here in my stuff. So I was working on envelopes the other day, and I saved all these pieces. I intentionally colored the back so it could be used like this. And now, here's some of my junk. I got so much going on here. I think these would probably be the perfect little pieces to go on there. Let's see what we think. So I'm working on a seamstress kit, but this here is from my Botanical Woodlands garden. So that goes with my Chosen Pieces journal, which I think actually all of it could go with it. Don't to know the truth. Maybe one of the, oh, look at that little bee. He looks cute all by himself. Yeah, so when I'm making things like ephemera and stuff that don't take up the whole page, I'm trying to fill it up with something so that it can be used like this. I like the bee, but I don't like the way it's sitting on that. It's like I need some more color. I don't know. Hold on. I do have some more color over here. I'm trying to see what I can do with my editing to where I'm not editing quite so much. These tags could almost fit on there, couldn't they? This is some of my other stuff that's just little pieces that I was saving. See, I just keep all these little pieces. So this one's coming along pretty good. I'm liking how it's starting to come up. I do want that moved over though. I have this, but I don't think it fits. I'm looking for something with a little more color. I like this too. I'm going to put this down because I do want that on there, but now the next thing is trying to figure out what else you want on there. And see, all of our stuff got covered up. Let's see if I can move it over to where it's not quite so covered up. It's a little better. Not much, but a little. It's like something needs to be lifted off of there. I'm trying to go for layers here, that way. It's almost like, what if I just put the fox there? That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Yeah, like that. Alright, was this my piece? I picked up glue when I picked that up. Okay, so that bottom right there is just kind of giving it a bottom layer. I'm one of these on here. Put this right there. Let me do it this way. That way the numbers aren't covered up. So I'm kind of liking that. I wish this, there we go. Pull that out some more. Okay, so there's 3, 4 maybe. See what else I can do real quick. Okay, so I have stuff like this that could go on there. I have this that looks good too. You know, I don't know whether to tear these out beforehand to where they're smaller and go ahead and ink them, or to do all this on the camera, because I know I have some people asking how to do that, which is a good question because you never know. Do that one. And some of this. What I'm looking for is something darker to kind of go in the background. I feel like this one needs to go that way though. What about like that? So this is how I kind of work. I just try and figure out what I might want to go there. This little piece can probably cover that up right there for me. If it was white, I wouldn't work, not white, if it was more brown, but it's a little bit too white to be standing out right there. Then I could put that there. And actually, you know what? We could leave it hanging off like that too. Pull you down a little bit. Okay, so I do have this, and I have this. Actually, I think I like that one better. What do you think? Kind of like both of them, but this one's a little bit shinier, so it's making me say no. Let's see if I can. So I use this for the fabric because the glue doesn't want to. The other glue doesn't want to hold it. And I have some more somewhere. I just have to find out where it's at. I bought a whole big thing at one time. Okay. I'm gonna let this one dry before I go over that with some vintage photo to kind of darken it up a little bit. I will do it now. Yeah. So there's another one. We'll come back and let that dry. Getting close to being done. Where's the other ones? There it is. Okay. So I have this. I think would look good on there too. Let's see. Do I want to wrap it around? I'm thinking I do. And then we can put something on the back to write on if we want. So I like this glue because it makes it, whatever you're gluing, stronger or thicker. I don't know. All right. So this is working out pretty good. And these are just from leftovers that I had. I would like that a little closer, but I don't think I'll be able to get it in there. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's kind of dark in here. I was missing a light. Let's see. So I'm holding it up to the light like that, trying to see what I got going on here. Pull it down just a little bit. So yeah, this is just like the book pages we did, or book covers. Just fold it over the same way. I'll trim this up here. You can see I'm kind of just covering up the other one now. But I wanted that rose on there, that flower. Besides, we can put some more lace right there. Put a piece of lace right there. Perfectly fit. I want the lace more hanging off, so I'm going to put it right in that little area right there. I think I'm going to use this one. It should be about the same length, yeah. Because it's just got a little bit more prettiness hanging off. Okay. I didn't use any of this on it. Oh, where'd the other one go? There was another one. I'm just trying to scrunch that up some so it will go better. I do have that. What do you think? I kind of like that. Bring it down right there. Put a little label on it. Y'all know the 20-minute video turns into hours for me. I'm sure you're the same way. So I got my vellum. I had to have my vellum for some reason. It just felt like it needs to go there. Yeah. So I'm covering that up if I do it that way. Let's see. Yeah, I do want a little bit more of that under there so it will show up. Just like the look of it. As you can see, it's kind of doing like a ruffle too. There we go. I'm going to put that on the bottom. So how do y'all decide how to do this? Do you just put it together like this and you keep thinking and putting pieces together? Oh, that's sticking to my whole board now. I want this moved over just a little bit. And then we can put that right there. I'm getting glue all over me. Kind of like that one. So these need a few little things left on them. Got this one and these two. So what I'm looking at here is now I'm going to cover up my little prettiness if I put anything on that one. So that's not going to work. I'll find a bigger piece of vellum maybe. So how would you do this when you got to this point? Have any ideas? Because right now I feel like I don't want to cover up my bird. Let's see. I could wrap that around real good. Let's see what I could do. Could layer it up like that. So what I think I'm going to try and do is get some of this stuck in that hole. So put it on like that. And actually poke a hole in it. Let me get this pushed down back here. Okay, so I could do like that. And put it there, but I think it's a little too big. Maybe put another layer on it. Just feels like it's needing something more in there. Or should we use this darker? Yeah, I think that works better for that. Let's put it on here. So I'm just kind of layering right now. Let's see. I want my circle to look like a circle so I can see the bird. Yeah. Like the flower. So it's making me think of it as a flower, so we might as well just kind of, there we go. It's a wobbly, crazy flower. We think, not too bad, I don't know. I really feel like I need some more of this part. And this is just tissue paper that I got at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put this down first. That way it's kind of layered. Make it look like a layered flower. I wound up trying everything to get this to work. Yeah. Let's make it bunch up some more right here. What I could do is actually under there, a little glue to scrunch up the flower. I have these little pieces that could go in there somewhere. I'm trying to make it look like a flower, but what do you think? Are we getting there? I think we are. Let's see. Get that stuck over here a little bit. All right. Now, so that tissue paper is working out really good. What I'm going to do is just glue this down to that birdie. So you can see him in the tree. I was thinking about putting a diamond right there, but you won't see the bird. And that's what we were going for the first time around, was the bird. Okay, so he's kind of stuck out right there. What I'm going to do is just trim that little edge a little bit so it's not quite so pointy. And this could actually be a side tuck or something, like here. Then you could have a tuck in there. So I think we're going to stop with that one. It just feels like it's might be where it needs to be. Do I want to put a label on it? I don't think so this time. So that leaves this one and this one. It's the same thing. I don't want to cover up my fox. So that one's going to stay that way. This one has a different pattern on it. I do like that. This is the one we initially covered up, wasn't it? So I do have more of this. I just have to go get it. I think this might fit the front. And I am kind of scrunching it up to give it texture. I do this side a little bit more before it dries. And I just found this a while ago in a box. I forgot all about it. They even had it. Okay, I'll put a little bit right there just to get rid of that little sliver. Okay. So then I do have this that could give some more texture back there. It'll be better that way. See if I can pull some ends out. There we go. Trying to think what else. So today I'm just not doing a whole lot of talking. Come on, eat that way. Okay, so I have glue everywhere. I'll put this right there under the snail paper. Yeah, like that. So now what all I have left to do that I'm going to do with these, first I'm going to clean up some of this. So this is what we've come up with so far from that one box of yogurt. I'll get my little tweezers out. This is one of my little bags I make for Cargo Stitch Co. And I actually put two wrong sides together, so this one just stays here on my desk and holds my stuff. So let me see. I'm going to start with this one. You know, I like putting my little things on them. I may put one right there too. I did have, not thought, I don't know what I did with them, but I had some smaller ones. See, that one's going to be too big for that. So I like 3mm because these other ones are just so big. I bought them like this time. I'm probably going to get my little diamond painting things and use some of them so I don't make such a big mess. But I think the little ones go better. This is a 3mm. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I usually put 3 on my butterflies, just the way it goes. And these do not have sticky back, so I'm having to make sure the glue gets on there. As you can see, it wants to pick up. So I don't know. I like those. I just love bling on my bling, on top of more bling. I mean, it don't need a whole lot. It's just the little pieces make it just stand out to me. Like this one. Maybe put one right there, and I don't really see another place to put one. The bunny could have, that might help it just stick out more. Because I'm really kind of disappointed with this one in a way, but then again, not. Just because it's flat and we can use it for a side tuck, that's what we were talking about, wasn't it? I think that would work good with this and this little bit of bling. I mean, we could, if we did a side tuck, we could put this back behind it. And that may be what we do, is just glue that on and then stick this to the side of my book. You know, we need to do that today, so let's just go ahead and trim that off and let that. We'll use this one as a, sit right there. I wonder if this butterfly can handle 3. Let's try it and see. It's hot. It ain't even summer yet outside. I'm already burning up. I do like that flower though. I think I'm gonna try a video just on something like that. Find some cardboard that's got some bigger circles and see what I can come up with. So these turned out really nice. What we're gonna do, because part of the series right now that's going on is about my journal. We have to do something in here. So you can see I have not been in here since last time we were here. I ain't even wrote nothing down for those days. We're on a new week, so I don't know if I want to worry with a new week. What we were going to do is put this in here, wouldn't I? I think I might want it right there, and I do want to get some of that color off of it. So I had a couple of choices. I could put it right here, but then I feel like my box is looking the wrong way. Put it over here. I did like it this way though too. What do you think? I think we're going to go on the outside just because. Now the question is, which outside? So would that look good over here on this side? Would it go in that direction? Or would it look better on this side? I like it on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue right along here. And then add some more on top, I think. Okay. So I think I'm going to put it right about here. I do want it over a little bit more. If I can get it without getting glue all over the place. So then that means this side needs, I forgot about that. Okay. So that looks good. I like that. Let's see what we can do with some of these other sharp spots. I could put this one right here. Oh yeah, I like that. And these others can go in there. So what I wanted to do also, I don't know, I saw it a while ago. So I really like flips on my pages. I'm going to put this flip on that page. Let's see, I don't quite, I can get it shorter, a little bit shorter if I want. I am going to put some more glue on it. And this is actually from one of my kintsugi collection. I believe it's orchestra, kintsugi orchestra, but I'm not sure. I just thought it went really good in here with these. So then on the back, I can write back here if I want to. I'll put the envelope back over here. Actually, it could go just like that. So that's what that was going to do, is be a tuck. Looks good. All right. So then the whole idea of this journal is to put pieces on it. Let's see. I like that one. So I don't want to put too many pieces at a time, because then we'll be like, we need a new journal. But I'm thinking one good size one like this. Every video for a while, maybe we'll be done about the same time. And if we're not, we still got a lot of collaging to do. We can actually finish it up. So I was thinking something like right there. Let's see. And the reason I'm wanting to put something right there is just to strengthen this little piece of paper up, because there is some stress on it. So are you following along with me with your own little Chosen Pieces journal? All you have to do is just find some of your scraps in an old Amazon box or something and start. Just, it could be anything. You can use flowers, you could use Halloween, Christmas, and just do little pieces here and there. See, that's trying to come off. Well, I'm not going to do that yet. So for today, we did all of the tags. So we did all of these, and we did a little work in our journal. And these were all from yogurt, a yogurt container and scraps. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Have a great day.